All right, we are live. Welcome to Pizza Chat Live. My name is Enzo, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host Shealyn.
Yay! Hello. Hello, hello.
So yes, it's Wednesday, February 17th. We made it through Valentine's Day. And yeah. Did you have any pizza on your V-Day?
Not the heart pizza. I didn't. Another year went by that I did not get a heart pizza. But I mean, you can have heart pizza, I guess, any day. But yeah, Nito like refuses. So I did a goofy little thing where I made like mozzarella sticks and stuff. But I don't know. I almost ordered one too, like late at night, and then I decided against it. Miriam of the Zara Report, I'm gonna out her on this. She ordered Papa John's, and I like sent me a picture, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna order that," and I'm glad I did because
I'm not gonna judge too hard. Papa John's is it's a moment for sure.
He's the one chain I like don't want to support just because of him as a human,
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so last week we were having some sound issues. So hopefully this week, I think we're in sync now. We were having some delays, but I think we're good now. So sorry for that. Also, I'll be time stamping the video. So if you're watching this later, you can kind of skip all the babble at the beginning.
No, don't skip. I'm just
kidding. And yeah, so and also if you're watching, say hi. We want to talk to you. We want to have a conversation. If you have any questions for us about pizza, about life in general, just say hi. So the first thing we're going to talk about, like we do every week, we're going to talk about something that's not what we're going to talk about. So I don't know if it's not really pizza news. It's like pizza. It's like the appetizer.
Yeah, like a pizza mention or something.
Right, right. So we're gonna call it Butt First. So we'll need a better name than Butt First. But for now, it's fine. Okay. So I was online, like you do, and I came across this article about pizza places in Atlanta, Georgia. And whenever I come across an article that mentions pizza places, I always like to check them out. Just like I go to their websites just to check out their branding because I'm a huge branding nerd. And I look at their logos and to see how like good or bad it is. And surprisingly, most of these pizza places were good. So I just have a couple here that I kind of want to share. And if you have any thoughts or opinions on them, please feel free to speak up. So the first place is Nina and Raffi. And I love this logo because it's so like rustic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really like the little illustration or like of it looks like almost like a woodcut kind of thing on the left there of these two grandmothers, two nonnas holding the pizza pan. And yeah, I don't know. I like the typography. I think the colors are nice. It's a really solid logo.
Mm-hmm.
So
very cute.
Yeah.
Simple and cute.
Yeah. The next place is Pizza Jeans, if it comes up. Little Nanas. My husband's on. Hey, baby. So Pizza Jeans Their website's actually kind of cool. I like the illustrative style of it, but their logo is, I don't know. It's a different logo than what you typically see with pizza places. It's very gestural with with paint, like a paintbrush. It's very clean. You can read it. Simple. Yeah, it's a good logo. Good job, Pizza Jeans.
Do they have jeans anywhere on this site? When you sent it, I thought it was like pants, like actual or like stretchy pants that you could eat pizza in. That's
Yeah, I mean that would be great merch for them, like a pair of sweats,
yeah,
like pizza jeans sweats or something.
I don't know if you remember jeggings.
Oh yeah,
They were leggings. I wore them all the time.
For sure.
I don't recommend choking on the podcast. It's not.
Yeah, I know. No choking and dying.
No.
Okay. The next place is called Veroni, Napoli.
Ooh. Wasn't that the character we were trying to figure out?
Yeah. Yeah. I still don't know the name. I still forget the name.
Oh, disappointed in myself. Yeah, it's like, I know it. Nina would know it, but he's not here. So sorry.
So yeah, it's this Italian clown basically. He's usually dressed in all white, this like white robe, and he's got a mask on, and yeah, he's used in pizza advertising a lot. So I don't remember what that connection is with pizza, but again, another illustrative kind of logo, which I like, and with this like stamp kind of feeling to it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know, another good logo.
In Atlanta, they're all in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, this is all Atlanta. And then the last one is Glide Pizza, I guess. Their logo is I just really like the way their logo looks. It's very clean, it's very modern looking, but I like the way that the name of the place kind of shapes to the I'm assuming Glide. I'm assuming the shape is meant to be like a glider, like a
paraglider. Yeah, the thing. The thing. It looks
when you're in the air and you think you're gonna die. Yeah, that thing.
Yes, it always seems like a good idea, and then you get up there. It's scary.
Have you ever done anything like that?
I've done the one. What is it? Parasailing, where you're attached to a boat. I haven't done the one where you like actually jump off the cliff because I'm a chicken. But the other one I've done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's the parasailing?
It's like I said, it's fun, and then you get up there, and it's like odd. I mean, don't go up by yourself because it's silent, and like you're literally sitting up there. I don't know. It's better with somebody. I did it with my cousin Katie, but then as soon as we got up there, we were like, "What are we doing? We could fall!" La la la, and freaking out more. So have a few margaritas before you go up, and then you'll be okay.
Right.
But yeah.
I would do that. I think it'd be fun to kind of be like airborne.
Yeah, to me it seemed like safe, right? But then I've heard of people detaching, like if it's too windy, and then somebody flew into a building.
Yikes!
I hope they're okay.
That's not good. So my husband said that clown character is called the Pulcinella.
Oh, okay. I learn something new every day.
Yeah. Hobo's in the chat. Hey, Hobo.
Hi, Hobo.
Pizza time. Howdy, fam, he says. Okay. So, yeah, that's some weird things that I found this week. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
and anybody, if you see me movie, I'm petting a dog. Okay, I'm not being like
not doing weird things,
right? Magic under the table. No.
So before we get into, we're just gonna kind of go through a couple lists of movies and TV shows that we've found online. But first, I want to talk about this Married with Children wiki. that I've known about for a while, and I was telling Shaylin the other day that I've actually watched all of the Married with Children, the entire series, like in one go, and I actually thought about, because I kept seeing pizza like over and over again. And I was like, oh, it would be cool to like document this. But yeah, so every time pizza comes up in an episode, it's listed here. So if you're interested in knowing when pizza shows up in Married with Children, here you go.
I'm glad somebody went and did that. Like, you know, somebody thought, probably was watching it the same as you were, and I was like, whoa, pizza pops up a lot here.
Yeah.
I'll have to. Well, no, I probably won't rewatch. Like
No, I mean, it's
dated. Like I liked it then, but you know, watching it now, a little dated.
Yeah. You could just read this. It's fine.
Right?
It gives a little synopsis on what the pizza mention is. So this is all you need. Okay. So all right. Let's start with I think these are mostly the movies. So Wayne's World. Let's start with Wayne's World. So and we're gonna obviously pizza is featured in almost every TV show, almost every movie, probably. But I think we're going to talk about the more like memorable, more like iconic pizza appearances in TV and film, I guess.
Yeah, like the ones that actually kind of played into the plot, you know, more so not just like there was pizza on the table, because that's right. a lot of shows.
Yeah,
you know.
And even some of these pizza's never really like the main. There might be a few exceptions where pizza's like the main storyline, but yeah,
it's like a nice little feature. Like even with Wayne's World, it's like, you know, that joke where he's talking about sponsors, you know.
Right. It's just something that you remember that and he did there was like a whole string of cheesy sponsorships that they did in the scene, right?
Yeah, they do like Pepsi and Reebok, and I forget some type of aspirin. It's not
right.
Tylenol, like something like that.
Right. So there's Pizza Hut. Saturday Night Fever. I think it's the scene in the beginning of the movie where he orders pizza from Lenny's, and he's just like eating. He eats 2 slices at once,
double up or whatever he called it, something.
Right. Which is kind of weird. I don't quite understand eating 2 slices at once. I'm not opposed to it, but I think it's kind of strange.
I think it's more so because he's like a young dude, and it's maybe showing like, you know, he has an appetite or something. Because
so hungry for something.
He needs sustenance, like something as he's walking down the street. But yeah, it's a cute scene. Who doesn't love John Travolta? He's amazing.
Back to the Future Part 2. The scene where they rehydrate the. Is it a Domino's, or is it just a regular pizza?
Now that I think of it, I think it might have been branded in a way like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't say
a little pizza in a little when she puts it in. I think it just shows the actual pizza, but I could be wrong.
Right. How do you feel about instant pizza like that?
There's a time and a place for all pizza. You know, we've all been there. It's not the healthiest, I'm sure, but you know, it's come a long way.
Yeah, I don't know. I would feel weird about eating pizza that grows. I don't know. It's
well, yes, the whole concept of that is weird. But I'd probably try it. I eat most things, for better for worse. I'm like, oh, I'll try it.
Yeah, I would proceed with caution with this. That's all I'm saying.
We're not in the future that much yet. I don't think we do that yet.
No, we can't do that just yet. Mystic Pizza. So I actually just watched this the other day
For the first time.
for the first time, and it was not good. So
How dare you?
I did not enjoy it. I mean, I guess I understand why it's like a classic. And this is actually I would say one of the movies where pizza is kind of the pizza place is kind of like the place where everyone kind of gathers or whatever. So the actual place is like a central location for the characters.
And it's still there. You can visit it.
Right.
Maybe you don't want their pizza, but great branding. I love their Slice of Heaven stuff. I have a lot of their shirts. I love Mystic as a town. The movie, it's cute. It's just cheesy and very like, help me, I'm a woman, rescue me, Right. So I can only watch so many movies the older I get that are like that. So I don't know. I definitely force people to watch it, and we just watched that. I made Nino watch it, and he's like, wow, he liked it because Vincent D'Onofrio's in it. He's great. Matt Damon's in it for like a second.
Yeah. He's like a really young Matt Damon.
It's weird when I was watching these clips. It popped up as a Matt Damon movie, and I'm like, that's a stretch, like literally, I think only in the dinner scene or whatever.
Yeah. It's like 3 minutes, if that. Julia Roberts is a main character. So this is pre Pretty Woman?
Yeah, I think this might have been her first movie. I think it's dubbed, either first or one of her first. And she's great, it's just like so extreme,
Yeah, I just couldn't get.
I don't know. Maybe that's how it is.
I couldn't get the words. I couldn't get past the cheese factor. I felt like it was so cheesy, and yeah, I don't know. I was like, ugh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It has its moments, but certain things like I don't like movies that play into the women are crazy theory. You know, we all have our moments, men and women. But I felt like it really perpetuated that.
Yeah.
She pours seafood in the guy's car. Weird stuff happened.
Yeah, that was a bit extreme.
Like, it's my sister, so stupid.
Yeah.
Rich guy.
Do the Right Thing, which is a great movie. It's super heavy. It's something that you kind of want to sit down and pay attention to, and it's the pizza place. This is another movie where the pizza place is kind of like a central. It becomes like a character almost of the movie. Yeah, it's a really solid movie, but again, super heavy. So
yeah, great movie to watch. Make your kids watch it, that kind of thing. But it's really heavy. We studied it when I minored in urban studies in college, and that was something we watched, very appropriate. And I like it. It has its, funny moments too. It's not completely like, serious.
Right. Do the Right Thing was one of those movies that you always see like around. At least for me, like I always saw like the cover, the or the poster or whatever. What the imagery is, but you never, I never really was like, I'm not going to watch that, but ended up watching it, and yeah, so definitely recommend watching it.
Great movie poster too, by the way. It's like one of my favorite movie posters ever.
For sure.
Oh gosh, pizza.
Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs. Pizza the Hut is so disgusting and iconic. If you haven't seen Spaceballs, you should watch Spaceballs.
Yes.
This is from the late '80s, I believe, or '87, I think. And yeah, Pizza Hut's like the bounty hunt, or not the he's obviously Jabba the Hutt, but
Yeah.
Pizza the Hut. And it's so funny because you can tell that there's an actual person in this costume. They didn't do a great job of like covering up his eyes or his mouth, really.
I mean, I can't tell if they were trying to make it like it's a person and then this, or it's just a weird wardrobe department thing.
Yeah.
They just let it. I mean, it's the idea of it's very weird anyway. It's like oozing.
Yeah.
So,
not appetizing.
Yeah.
But iconic.
Oh, my favorite.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I'll let you talk about this one.
Well, one of my favorite films of all time. I'm actually wearing, my little Spicoli. He's not wearing it in that scene, but he wears this later, when he saves the day. He's in that movie. He orders it to the class, but more than that, the girls work at the pizzeria at Perry's Pizza, I think it's called, in the mall in LA. And I love it. That movie's just so good all around, and actually like really serious, like there people, if you haven't watched that movie in a while, like watch it as an adult. It tackles like abortion, like different issues that people just think Spicoli some like, pothead, whatever, but it's a great film all around. The pizza doesn't look that good in it, but that's a lot of fun.
It's been a second. Yeah, it's been a second since I've seen it. I'll have to rewatch that.
You should. I watched it way too many times. Just because it's one of those movies I can have on in the background and I love, Right. But I used to watch it in high school all the time. I made all my friends watch it, and they were like, well, "This is Damone is like the worst character of all time. Still hate him. He's the guy that it's a great movie. Like 80s movies. I don't know if it's probably not on the list, but The Last American Virgin that I sent you, like that movie's so serious. Also tackles abortion. Like those movies were real back then, like you kind of write them off as like some like 80s film. No, like those should be shown in school. They're really good movies. Like issue.
Last American Virgin, I love that movie so much. Like to me that's like an 80s movie. That's like quintessential. I mean, it was I think it was put out like early 80s, like 82 or something, or 83. It was definitely like tail end of 70s for sure.
I love it. It's so good. It's hard to find, or at least I couldn't find it on any streaming device, but also very much worth your time to watch that movie. Like, great movie. Yeah. It gets deep, for a while, but overall it's really fun. And
Geraldine Wunderlich. Do you know Geraldine?
Oh my gosh. No. So I am doing my little what's in the box thing weekly, and I'm doing that next week, the Chef Boyardee pizza box.
Okay, yeah.
I have never tried it. I don't know. Have you tried it?
I might have. It's been a second.
Yeah, not recent. Like I was talking, I did an interview for Let's Make a Deal, and the casting producer, she was so great. We talked about pizza for the longest time, and she's like, "Oh, you need to like try some stupid like box." She kind of gave me the idea for my own little spin-off that I'm doing, and I'm excited to try it. I actually watched a video of a dude do it, and he's so great, and he's like from, I don't know, some random small town, like if you just Google Chef Boyardee pizza box kit, the guy that appears and makes it in the video, he's so spectacular, like like tribal tattoos, and he's like talking about, like kind of making a joke about it, but it's, I don't know, he claims it's good pizza, so We'll see.
Yeah. I every time I pass our like pizza section at our grocery store, there's always like that shelf of like weird boxed
Yeah,
mixes.
that's what I want to do. So
Yeah, and I always want to like I was like I'm like that would make such an interesting video, just like trying
the weird
these like
stuff,
weird.
there's like
Yeah,
that, that giant slice. You probably seen it. It's like the big. It's just a slice, I guess. It's just dough. But how long has that been sitting there? Like, how many people are buying this stuff? Is
oh,
what I
you mean like the like the bubbly kind of things?
Yeah, but there's
Yeah,
one just like literally a giant slice. Like it's probably like my torso, but
I've never seen that.
I always eat at Walmart when I'd go
That's
with
so
my mom, and I'm like, let's get it, and she wouldn't let me. So
let's not waste our money.
it looks
Um,
but yes, side note.
so where can she watch you?
Oh, on my Instagram, at Shealyn Charlene, the most difficult. But if you just Google my name, like how it's spelled there, I pop up.
There you go.
Oh, look at you! You are
I'm
so
prepared.
But yeah, I'm doing it every Monday now, just like to justify all my weird stuff. I just did Jiffy. Did you know they make a pizza crust?
Oh yeah.
I never knew that, and I was like, oh, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think I have actually tried the Chef Boyardee kit, and it was not good. So I'm sorry to tell you in advance. It's going to be gross, but
I go into it, knowing what it is.
yeah.
I got the cheese one. I feel like the pepperoni probably should have got the pepperoni, but I could always add something. We'll see.
Well,
Next Monday.
you'll find out.
Oh
She's all that.
the pubes.
I don't think I've ever seen She's All That.
Oh my gosh! Great. No, it's also very cheesy.
So what is this? What is this scene about?
So that's a bully, which is weird because I met that guy in real life. He's like a waiter now in LA, but he did some movies. You recognize that guy. He was like
Yeah.
and he is like picking on the girl's brother, and so the love interest, Freddie Prinze Jr., comes to save the day, and he makes the guy eat that pizza that actually has pubes on it. And so, which I think they were his pubes or the other guy, and they were trying to make the little brother eat it. So it's, still gross. You don't want to eat hair,
I mean, in general, yeah.
He does it in front of the whole cafeteria. It's, if you couldn't sit through Mystic Pizza, or, you probably wouldn't like She's All That, but I like it, That's like Paul Walker, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Right.
It's a great movie for my time, like when I was in high school, I think, which was like the 2000s.
Yeah, I didn't get into like all those. There was like a whole string of.
Yeah, I don't even know the category. Team.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what this Loro di Napoli.
Oh, is it Sophia Loren? I think
it is. It is. Is it a movie? Yeah, it's a movie.
I think so. I think I've seen a video of this where she's making pizza outside, so that might be related to this. You've probably seen that. She's making pizza frite, I think, outside, and with her husband or something, if I remember.
Right.
And I didn't know it was a whole movie, though. I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, it says it's a comedy, so I don't know. I don't know. Miss Congeniality. I don't think I've seen this either.
It's weird that they put well, Sandra Bullock's in it. I love Sandra Bullock, and yeah, I guess I remember that. Because they're in a beauty pageant, so they can't eat. So then, like, she has a wild night where they all can eat and drink whatever they want. It's not a life I lead, so I don't, associate. I just eat pizza when I want to eat pizza.
Right, as you should.
I have Princess Diaries.
Yeah, I haven't. I know nothing about Princess Diaries. I've
Dodgeball.
also,
That's a
I've
good one.
also I've never seen Dodgeball.
He's like a health instructor, and then clearly he's really fit. But
Right.
spoiler alert, even though that movie's like 20 years old, so I'm not spoiling it. At the end, he gets fat again. He shows him eating all this pizza, and he gets fat again. He's not a good dude, so it's okay. He's also great in Heavyweights. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, Heavyweights is so good.
I have not seen a lot of movies, but that's
Along
neither
the
here nor
line,
there.
remember I watched it. I love Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest in peace. But I couldn't remember the pizza in that movie. I remember
Yeah.
spicy. Doesn't he get like diarrhea or something? It's like a weird movie. Ben Stiller.
No clue.
Oh, this is the one I want to find.
Loverboy. Loverboy is such a good movie. If you have not seen Loverboy, check it out.
Yes.
It's about this pizza guy who is he kind of stumbles into becoming a gigolo through his pizza delivery. So he works for this pizza place, and it's like a known thing that if you order extra anchovies, that you'll get some sexy time with the delivery person, and and then hijinks ensue. So, but
yeah, it's adorable. I mean, I can't find it on anywhere at the moment. But I watched it back in the day, and he works at Senior Pizza, and he's got his mustache, and it ends up he's sleeping with like almost exclusively older women. So
right.
It's like one of those, the classic porno, like, oh, my pizza's here. I don't have any money to pay for the pizza. Every boy fantasy. So it plays right into that. Similar to Last American Virgin. I feel like they kind of go together in that way.
Yeah.
Very cute. Cute and lovable. Everyone, classic.
Home Alone, Pizza Delivery Guy, Little Nero's. Is Little Nero's a real place? Do you know?
I don't believe it is or ever was, but I could be wrong. You would know. You're over there, aren't they, in Chicago?
Oh yeah, I guess they are. Well, they're like in the burbs.
Yeah,
they're like in the burbs of whatever. Isn't there pizza? There's also pizza. Is that in the second one where he's in the limo eating pizza?
New York. Yeah, I still want to do that. I meant to do that for my wedding, but I didn't want to be eating pizza on the way and like get it all on my dress, so gotta rent it, I guess. Yeah. Trip. Perfect. But yeah, everyone knows that scene is great, iconic. Love that movie, especially around the holidays. So
yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
The Net.
I just watched this last night.
I haven't seen. I feel like I've seen. I must have watched it at some point, like a long time ago. But the thing with this movie is that there was a scene where she's ordering pizza online, which I don't even did they even call it online back then? But
it's weird. She's a hacker. And she's like, it's like character establishment. So it's like, oh, she doesn't leave the house and she's a lonely woman. So she orders pizza through the computer. Now we do this all the time. You do it on your phone all the time.
Right.
But it wasn't a thing. I mean, I think it came out in 95. I didn't have in 95. I think we had like, you could rent a computer from the school or something. I remember like that's how, but maybe, I don't know. No one was ordering pizza. She also did anchovies. So I don't know. Maybe she was ordering something else from the extra anchovies. And she orders garlic. I don't know. She picked like the weirdest toppings that I wouldn't be that into.
Yeah, it's just funny how far we've come since pizza.net.
Which I think might be a thing, or it was a thing. Pizza Hut did something like that. But it's a cute movie. I mean, it's like very extreme conspiracy, but worth watching.
This is my favorite pizza pizza appearance in a movie. Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. Um, and this was from the fourth movie where Freddy, um, where Freddy eats these meatballs off his pizza, but the meatballs are like the souls that he's killed or whatever, and the one scene is of like his like one finger going through the head of the one meatball, and it like gushes out. And
So gross.
or is it when he when he eats it like gush,
he like picks it up with his blade finger or whatever you call it.
Right.
But it's a great scene too, because it's just so extreme. Like, I think her boyfriend is one of the meatballs, or like something that it's somebody she knows too.
Yeah.
Just to really mess with her, where she's like, "No, don't eat my friend," So weird, but great. Yeah. I'd like to find a replica of that pizza, like a toy.
Yeah, I'd love to make that pizza.
With souls.
Whatever. And then we have a bunch of like TV stuff on this list, but I think we're gonna switch to another list. Okay.
Yeah, you had another one. What? Oh, okay. Got it.
So Breaking Bad. I never watched Breaking Bad, so I don't know much about it.
Worth it. You'd like.
I know about this scene, but that's about it. I don't know what's going on or.
They're fighting, I think, right? The Sky and Walter, and I think he just like chucks it up there. So he's like, I got a pizza. I don't know. There's some like deeper drama going on than just the pizza, right. But the pizza ends up there, and then I don't know. I need to rewatch that series. It was so good when it came out. I should go back. Everyone I know is always like, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad. I'm like, it's just such a downer show. Like, I don't.
Right.
I can feel all that.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Sorry, I saw that. All dogs go to heaven.
I've never saw this.
Which is a movie.
It is a movie, yeah.
From a long time ago, and I don't know. I actually think the movie was pretty terrible, but I saw it as a kid, so I like it looking back. And I love cartoon pizza. It always looks so, right. Like that slice looks so cool.
It's always very like drippy and cheesy.
Like, yeah, like it always looks better in cartoons over actual film.
Yeah,
because it hasn't been sitting around for all day.
For sure. Let's see. That's The Preacher's Wife.
What's Preacher's Wife? I've never seen that.
Dog Day Afternoon. I'm looking for stuff that.
Oh yeah, there. She makes.
I love Lucy.
Funny episode. That's a really good episode.
I don't think I've seen that episode.
It's like the pizza chef quits or something, if I remember correctly, and she steps in, and obviously, ridiculous ensues. It's
right.
Lucy. And like the dough lands on Ricky, or her. I think it lands on her. It's very cute.
Yeah.
And she actually liked making it or I read something before that she actually tried to at least, learn dough tossing and everything. So it's cute.
That's cute.
He's a badass. Oh, of course.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, obviously. Yeah, there's obviously pizza in this movie.
Sponsored by Domino's.
Domino's, obviously sponsored. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched number 2, the older one, like from 91 last night, which is, a cheesy movie, but great opening scene. Like everybody's eating pizza. I would have loved to be an extra that day and just get to eat pizza on camera all day. It's like really cute, it's like there's a couple, there's a taxi cab driver, My one beat is in that scene, they go to the pizzeria and the guy hands the pizzas like the wrong way, like almost like I just happen to have a pizza here, but he hands it like this to the delivery boy, and then the delivery boy takes it like, I don't know. That always, because I work in movies enough. I know that there's probably no pizza in there. I get it, but you should do that almost so that you hold it correctly. Like nobody carries pizza.
So, someone will say something.
Yes. Well, I mean, that pizza would just like slide down, you know. It's
Yeah.
the same way, like, if you ever watch a movie and they have a party scene, the cups are usually empty. So people are like, you know, just put something in there. Per
Right.
water so that people hold it correctly, you know, the little things.
Yeah.
Realistic.
I think people are pretty savvy these days to know that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I pay attention to that kind of stuff, but that's just me.
Well, it just like it hurt me because I saw him hand the pizza and I'm like, what? That just seems odd. And I've actually, you know, seen third party delivery services carry it like that. And I'm like, are you for real? You know, that pizza will not look, you know, appetizing by the time you get there. Bad.
Jason L. Williams. Hello, everyone. I'm late. You're not late. You're right on time, Jason.
How dare you? But yes, the gentleman. Oh, Spider-Man, very cute.
Spider-Man. Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which I loved watching.
I don't think I ever watched that. I thought I would have.
Yeah, it was great. It was they would this was like the what do you call it? It would open with them, and then they would introduce Super Mario Brothers cartoon, and then I think Zelda. They would show Zelda cartoons too.
Oh, how cute!
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I've never. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. The Bicycle Thief. I don't know. Some of these are like really obscure. It's like, what are you talking about?
Like they went really deep. And
yeah. E.T.
How did I forget? Yeah, they order pizza.
Okay.
And then, yeah, my cousin actually brought that up to me on my Instagram last week. She's like, E.T. And I always forget that when I think of pizza because it happened so early on in the film.
Right.
But yeah, then they're eating it because the mom, like, I don't know, she leaves money to order pizza, you know, leave the classic, like, you know, parents aren't there, so leave money for pizza.
Right.
And then, you know, show up. So
E.T. is such a sad movie.
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't. Every time I'm like, oh, I should watch E.T., and then I'm like, no, I don't want to cry.
Yeah, so. He's like all dehydrated and dying and all like.
Yeah.
No, I can't watch that scene. I'll like start crying.
No.
Your favorite?
Gilmore Girls.
I didn't watch that show.
Yeah, I didn't either. House of the Devil. Mr. Deeds.
He has like Oreos and French fries on there. I actually want to like make that pizza kind of as a joke. But partly because I like junk food.
Have I told you I love French fries and pizza?
No.
Like, it's my favorite thing to order with pizza is French fries.
But on top of it or like on the side?
Just on the side, but I've definitely eaten a French fry sandwich before, and I'm not ashamed.
Oh, you can put French fries or anything. In California, we do California burrito. We put them in a burrito. That's so good. That's a famous pizza in Italy, right? The hot dogs and French fries. Like it sounds like I'm joking, but it's a real thing.
I believe you. I believe you.
It seems like more of an American thing because we love shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. French fries. I've even done chili cheese fries on pizza, which is also good, but messy.
Right. Geraldine says, I really do like cheap, crappy pizzas at times. It's kind of nostalgic, just like school cafeteria pizza. I found videos on YouTube on how to make it. Yeah, I mean, there is something very nostalgic about
the little cute pepperonis. Remember?
Right. I remember like in school, get it like Fridays were pizza days, and it's like the best lunch ever.
Yeah, I tutored people after school, and so they'd bring all the leftover pizza to the library, and we just eat it all. And it's because my school actually had a Pizza Hut. You know, of course, they want to like go into the schools, so we had a Pizza Hut. That's the normal pizza I'd eat, and then on Pizza Friday they'd bring in all the the cafeteria pizza, and it's always so good.
Yeah.
Like the cheese lifts off completely in one piece. But I always tell people, like, if you enter a pizza competition, make some form of that pizza. You know, like I think it'd be so nostalgic for anybody that they'd
Right.
want it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, Mario. Or Mike there. Hello. I'm so glad I could see the He has a great secret pizzeria in Amityville. So next time you're over here.
Yeah. Secret pizza.
Mm-hmm. Can't tell you anymore. I have to kill you.
Okay. All right.
Secret.
Do you remember Rock and Roll High School?
Yes, the Ramones.
Okay.
But I don't really remember the scene. I do remember this photo I've seen before. But yeah, I was obsessed with them in high school. I love the Ramones. Again, my favorite. He just pops up. It's so good. You know, that whole movie. You gotta rewatch it. Like
I should. It's Back to the Future. Mr. Pizza.
Oh,
30 minutes. Is this about?
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a pizza centric movie. It looks like.
Yeah, about the whole. I think obviously stuff happens when he's trying to make it there in 30 minutes or less. But
right.
I like him, Jesse Eisenberg or whatever. But I don't think I've seen that movie.
He was wasn't he what's his name in the Facebook movie?
Yes. Yeah, Zuckerberg. He's in Zombieland. I love that movie too. I don't know if there's pizza in it. But yeah, I didn't see that movie.
Do the right thing. The Last Dragon. I do want to watch this. I have not had a chance to watch it.
I think it's on Amazon. I think Eddie Green's Pizza. Yeah, no, it's a good movie. Good, like, music driven movie.
Right.
Very, like, I think it came out in the 80s, right? So very 80s.
Very 80s.
Yeah. But overall, again, Loverboy. I have to find that movie. I don't know how to find it if it's not on the stream.
What? You might be able to
download it.
Or rent. Is it not like on Apple TV or anything? Have you tried?
No, it didn't even pop up. It was so weird. The only thing that would pop up was a trailer for it, and then when I watched that, I realized I'd seen it. When I was younger. But this movie, did you ever see this? Be Kind, Rewind.
Never.
So I love all things VHS and tape related. So I have a tattoo, not that thing. Be Kind, Rewind. But it's more so to like classic rental movies and stuff.
Right.
People think it's for this movie, which is a kind of strange Jack Black movie, which the movie's not terrible, but
right.
I wouldn't have got a tattoo of it, So he's ruined my tattoo. Damn it.
Damn you.
I know. No worries.
Stripes?
Oh, yeah. Bill Murray movie, it looks like.
Toy Story. Yeah, Toy Story. Yeah. Pizza Planet is a
like arcade restaurant,
Yeah. Is there aren't any like characters associated with Pizza Planet, right? It's just like the place or the truck.
Just the aliens like in the machine when he tries to win one. I think that's the actual like Pizza Planet alien.
Right.
Which, yes. Oh, duh. Of course. They're in New York.
Right. Futurama.
Oh, close.
All right. So that's that list. Let's see if there's anything.
Why do you not tip? Do you watch Futurama? I haven't watched Futurama in so long, I couldn't even tell you.
I think I watched like the first season. And then I watched episodes like here and there, but I never really I wasn't like super into it. I was more of a Simpsons guy. And even that I stopped watching after season, I don't know.
Well, they have like
or something.
Yeah, so there's a lot. I can't believe that's on the list. Like Homer's, there's some of the best graphics with him in the bathroom when he's like feeding us like pizza and being really cute. So I'm surprised they were on the list.
Yeah, that scene is really funny. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I don't watch, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's weird that it looks like it Sal's Pizzeria from Do the Right Thing. You know, it looks almost identical to that, like with the burning down and everything. So maybe I just had PTSD. I never watched that show. No. Sorry.
Your Mother, The Mindy Project, no clue.
I'm not good at TV. I'm way better with movies.
Yeah. Community, no. Rick and Morty.
I can remember this episode. They order people like it's them ordering humans.
It's cute. It's cute. Yeah. iZombie.
I never even heard of
that. I feel like they're like stretching here. It's like, oh, there's a pizza box and a scene. Let's put it on this list.
It's a break room, so this it must be on the TV list. Oh, of course, Poppy's sloppy. He doesn't wash his hands before me. I know you don't watch Seinfeld, so I'll do this one. But they come up. Kramer has this idea of people making their own pizza, which is
okay.
I guess, that works for certain things like Blaze or Mod Pizza. You could pick your ingredients, but his idea is to actually have people putting their hand, like making the pizza, like putting the pie into the oven, yada, yada. So it's a terrible idea, clearly. And that scene, Poppy is telling him, like, you can't just let people put whatever they want on pizza because I think he wants to put cucumbers or something. Okay. I don't know. Reminds me of Nino and the whole pineapple thing. It's a cute part. I still think you need to watch Seinfeld. It's a point.
We'll see.
I liked it. Like I said, we used to watch it as a family. So then growing up, it's a show that gets better the older you get. You understand more. But yes, it's very cute. Futurama again. No idea.
Gilmore Girls, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes, that one pops up a lot. I don't know. I guess this one. I kind of.
Power Rangers. So this is a character on Power Rangers called Mad Mike the Pizza Chef. He is terrifying.
I don't. Do you remember it? Like, I'm trying to think. Did he throw pizzas at people?
I never watched Power Rangers. So I don't know what his special power was. I would hope it's like throwing pizzas. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, you can burn the heck out of somebody.
I just don't know. I'm just not clear on what he's supposed to be.
He's like a clown, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like he's almost.
What's that?
I don't know. Like he's almost like an old school, like pizzaiola guy, like from the homeland or something.
Yeah, I mean, he has the flag. He's like the Italian flag is his coloring, so
it's really strange and disturbing. I think his eyes are so disturbing. Geraldine says, remember when the pizza delivery guy was held hostage in the office?
Why don't I remember that episode?
I never watched The Office either. So.
Oh, well, that's good. I started watching that later. But it's good. It's a funny show. It's one that you can have on while you're doing other stuff.
I last year I binge watched Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay.
And that was really good. I really enjoyed that.
And I think if you like that kind of humor, it's similar.
Yeah.
I like the office. And if you work in an office, don't you? So if you've ever worked in that dynamic, like I did back in the day,
right?
Funny in that way, seeing the different personalities and strange some people do. So yeah,
for sure. X-Files. I love X-Files.
Have you watched it recently? Like, I want to start it. I think they have it on one of the streaming things.
Yeah, probably. I think I started. I think a couple of years ago. I think it was on Netflix, and I think I started watching. I would like put it on in the background, and I started from like season one, episode one, and kind of like. But I think that first season, maybe even the second season, are so good.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think I stopped watching after Mulder left.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that happening. My mom like wouldn't let me watch it because it was like dark and I don't know.
Too
I was
creepy.
I was a goth already, so she didn't want to, I don't know, tempt me or something.
Encourage you.
Yeah. She was like, Shay, you know. Stop. Definitely didn't watch that.
No.
For that.
And that's the list.
Yeah, I mean,
wah, wah, wah.
The Married with Children thing is really cool because someone took the time to go through all those. You know, it's a fun project. I think. Do you remember the movie Knocked Up? Did you see that?
I know of it. I've not seen it.
They're going through all the movies, I think, and wherever they show boobs, they're writing it down for a database. It's like boobs or some nudity, whatever. But that's the same idea that you had about going through everything and like literally marking wherever there's pizza, time stamping it. It'd be an interesting project, you know.
That's a serious, like, long term, like,
yeah, like hopefully you're writing a book about it or something.
right. Or just like, yeah, I don't know. And then part of me wants to do that, but part of me is like, who's gonna care about this? Like,
I mean, there are people I'd read your list, you know, but I wouldn't, like you're saying, I wouldn't go watch all the shows. Like with the Married with Children, it's all spelled out to me there, you know.
Right.
And
William Goldsboro says, has anyone played Tempo on the Sega 32X? The pizza mini game was fun.
No.
I don't even know what the Sega 32X is.
I was never cool enough to have a Sega, I'll admit it. We always had just like Nintendo and Super Nintendo. But now as an adult, I should just buy a Sega.
You should. I definitely had a Sega. I had a Sega Genesis, but I don't know what the 32. The 32 must be like the next generation or something.
Yeah. I'll have to find that game. Nina loves video games. PlayStation. I don't know. Remember we were trying to figure out if that game, I thought the Pizza Boy, it was a real one. I forgot to look that up.
Right.
Or if I just thought Paper Boy was Pizza Boy. I don't know.
I mean, practically.
It's a blur. Oh, look at, we're getting towards an hour.
I know, right? Look at that timing. How awesome is that? Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah.
speak now.
No, thank you for people like interacting and having questions or anything.
It's
helpful.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's give it like a minute. So if someone wants to raise their hand and say and ask a question.
Yeah. I wish it was like, you know, one day the people can just pop up, you know, on video. And I think that's a little, you know, ahead of our time.
I mean, technically we can invite people. So if you really want to
beforehand, right? I'm saying like if it was a random person.
Yeah. There's gotta be something that does that already, like where you can just kind of pop in and
there's just a danger though. You know, coming in and like, you know, can't control people. But yeah, any questions? I'm looking over there.
No? Nothing.
Oh, there, wait. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that. I love like anything related to pizza, and I do love video, even though I didn't have a Sega. I'm still bitter. But you should play it if you had a Sega. Maybe you can find it online. It might also be an online game.
It might be. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down and look it up.
Next week he'll play it.
Yes, I'll be playing live for an hour.
Hey, that's all my nieces watch is other people playing games. I'm like, why don't you play the game instead, and then like become really good, and then make money the way these people are doing. But
I mean, the whole Twitch like streaming thing, like just people like watching people play games is like it's insane.
yeah, I don't get it at all. But maybe I'm
yeah.
too old or something.
I mean, I guess it's the same as like. I mean, people are probably like, "You're talking about pizza for an hour, please." How boring.
I would get people that would complain about my Instagram for that, you know, way before my whole like life was pizza. They'd be like, "Really? All you post is pizza?" I'm like, "So, what's wrong with pizza? Like, of all things, you're angry at pizza? I mean,
who hurt you?
Yeah, who didn't give you pizza when you were a kid? You know, they probably can't eat it or something."
Probably, which is the saddest story. So yeah, that was. Huh?
I don't see any more questions.
Yeah, no, I think we're done. So that was our very brief discussion on. Geraldine says that was fun. Do either of you own pizza pajamas? I do not.
Yes, I have a few pair. We've talked before about this, just like how easy it is to find pizza stuff now, whereas 5 years ago it was hard, you know. So I like when people would gift me like a shirt, I'd be like, "Oh, it's so great!" Now you know it's everywhere. But there's like a cheaper brand called Shealyn, and they have the cutest pizza pajamas, like little sets for women. They're so cute.
I don't wear pajamas, so that's there's that.
Yeah. Oh, is your husband still on here? He's like,
I mean, it's the less clothing, the better. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, but I think pajamas, you wear them like before you go to bed. More people do that.
Even so, like, I mean, especially now when I'm like working from home exclusively, it's like sweats and a t-shirt, if that.
I know. So. I like forgot how to wear clothes, like real clothes for a while, and I'll go out now. Very rarely. I don't leave the house, but it's so weird. I'm like, wearing like real pants. This is terrible, you know. But
yeah,
you got to do that. It's important. Every once in a while, put some real clothes on. I'm wearing sweats as we speak, though, so never mind. But yeah.
So so if you want to hit up Shealyn, this is her Instagram at the bottom of the screen there.
I love that.
Say hi, give her some love.
It's all pizza related, pretty much.
If you want to show me some love, you can subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, if you have, thank you. I'm also all over social media, so just look up Son of a Pizza Man.
I'm reading what your husband.
What is he saying?
Your home is a judgment. I mean, all homes, like that's the idea, is that home is where the pants aren't, or whatever that cheesy thing says, you know.
Yeah. Anyway,
now that you're gonna
thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget
next week.
Another comment. Philip Wayne says, "This is fantastic. Doing it again soon. Don't listen to those people who don't like pizza." Yes, they are probably lactose intolerant.
Yes, I dated somebody once who was lactose intolerant, and I dumped him for that. No, I'm just kidding. But now they make dairy-free cheese, but he couldn't eat pizza, and he was like really bent out of shape about it. You know, it's a great food. Thank you, Philip.
Philip, we're doing this every week, so check us out next week, every Wednesday, same time, same place. Next week I think we're gonna. I don't know if we'll need to talk about the actual topic. I have some ideas, but we will be back next week for more pizza chat. Tell your friends. And so thank you, Shealyn, as usual. And we will see you next time.
Bye.